Everything is difficult. Help me help you. Girl, what you trying to do? 'Cause I don't got a clue.
Hi folks, welcome back to a shot of what, and we are actually getting towards the end of the show now. This season, I think we've got another 4 to do, including this one, and that will be it. Let's hopefully take us to around about Christmas time. And with that in mind, I think I've mentioned this before, we are thinking of going in a slightly different direction for the next show, and that is to do what we're tentatively calling a shot of pop. Basically, same idea, but instead of using alcohol, we are using fizzy drinks. We have potentially a couple of guest stars lined up to participate, so there'll be 4 of us doing it. Not exactly sure when, how it's going to be organised, all this, but it's a lot we've got to discuss. Me and Goldie82 are going to be going through all the fine details, working it out, and we will take it from there. But yeah, it's perhaps going to be a little bit more family friendly. With any luck. I suspect there will be a bit of effing and blinding if it's really disgusting, but yeah, it's something, it's work in progress, something we want to do. We think it'll be entertaining because we know that a lot of you have got a kick out of this season, and we would like to do more. Will we go back to doing the alcohol again? I suspect so. Don't know when exactly, but it's all things we've got to work out. Anyway, enough waffle. On to the challenge. As we said, we got some alcohol, got the old vodka, and we got a glass, and we're going to stick an ingredient in it. And if you saw Goldie's last video, and you should do, because we've got a checklist for it, playlist for it now, so please go and check that out. And he picked for me tea. So, with that in mind, we were trying to decide how best to do it. Do I make a mug of tea, no milk, no sugar, but a mug of tea, yeah, where we put the tea in, brew it, then put the vodka in, or do we put the vodka in and just let the tea bag sitting there for 10 minutes or so, and then drink it? And we've gone with the second option. Now, there will be a pause because what I want to do is let this brew properly, yeah, give it 10 minutes or so, then come back, see what's happened, and we go from there. So, fingers crossed it doesn't dissolve the tea bag. I think that might be enough, and we're going to give it a good old swirl around. I don't want to have too much because there's just about enough, as you can see, to do the last video. I don't really want to have to go out and buy another bottle just for doing one last one. Let's get a teaspoon in a minute. Let's see if we can agitate it a bit. it's not really doing an awful lot. So yes, I think it will be a case of just letting that sit in there for a bit, and we shall see what happens. So I shall see you in about 10 minutes. Well, in fact, so I think that's been plenty long enough in there. As you can see, it's darkened down a fair old bit. It's, when I started doing this, it actually looked like really weak piss. It's still, it's still not great, admittedly, but there we go. I think that'll do. As I say, I know it's not an awful lot of alcohol in there, and I apologise for that, but as I say, I'm just trying to save the last little bit for the last video that I'll have to do next week. Sorry, week after next, I should say. So, there we go. Give it a quick smell. Very, very strong. It's not a great vodka. It's a horrible stuff, really. I wouldn't normally buy it. But anyway, here we go. See what happens. Oh. Then I'll catch the back of the throat. I don't know. A slight difference in taste. Yeah, nothing special to it. Nothing really to write home about. Slight hint of tea, I suppose. Yeah. I'm going to taste it now. I think the vodka definitely overpowered the taste of the actual tea. Yeah, it just tastes like I've had a drink of, literally a drink of tea with some vodka in it. So, not great. But there we are. Oh, something I've got to do. I nearly forgot the whole point of doing this bit. Right, be right back. Because we now have to do the bit with the Batman head and pick out what Goldie has to do next. As you can see, we only have the 4. Now one of those is obviously tea, so if I pick that one out again, I'll have to pick something else. But let's have a rummage and see what we got for my buddy to do next week. And we have every freaking time, mate, I'm sorry. You got the custard, buddy. You got the custard. Now, we never really talked about what it's going to be, whether it's going to be proper custard, custard powder, whatever. So I'm going to leave it entirely in his hands. He can do it whatever way he wants. It might be something he actually has to eat as opposed to drink. So yeah, it is entirely up to you, mate. We'll see what happens. Alright, folks, thanks very much for watching. Sorry that one was a bit disappointing, but to be fair, I didn't really expect much from it. If you think we should have done it the other way, you know, perhaps made a full cup of tea with milk and sugar and all the rest of it, and then put the vodka in, let me know. Maybe it's something we can do on another video. Also, please get your ideas in for a shot of pop, because we want to get that started relatively soon after the new year. And you can recommend the drink itself, so whether you want a Coke or something like 7 Up or Dr Pepper or you know, there's some really obscure fizzy drink that you've seen and you think, do you know what, that'd be really good to do, and ingredients, and you can even suggest the combinations as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let us know in the comments below, and it's something we can work into the show. You know, we shall certainly try. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Do the usual malarkey with the thumbs up and the comments and bloody blah. Don't forget to subscribe, enter the competition, submit your videos for the playlist, all the usual nonsense, and yeah, really that's it. So until the next episode of Shot of What, or whatever I do next, catch you next time. Bye bye.